Good morning and welcome back to Video Diary on the Farm. A bit of a miserable Monday morning, to be honest. It's drizzle, aching to rain in places, which isn't good because with the spring beans still due at Risby end, or some of them anyway. Freddie was going to do them today, but anyway, as you can see in the background, there's a heap of beans there, and that is from here at Melton, which we did cut last week while it was nice and dry and sunny and hot. So they're waiting to be transported back to Risby to get weighed up and put in a proper shed. So on this week's video you'll see some of the cutting of them, the spring beans, and as I said last week, I got footage of the oilseed rape drilling, which I concentrate a fair bit on in this week's video. So there's that for you, and then a few other bits. But I hope you enjoy the video, and hopefully we'll catch you again at the end, and hopefully maybe the sun will be shining and we'll have cut the beans here, or sorry, not here, but at Risby. So we'll see how it goes. Well, we've got started on the spring beans at Melton, as you can see. Very, very thin on this chalky end. A bit thicker when we get down on that heavy band running across the field there. You can see they're a bit green, but these are dead. So they're not very high, as you can see. Yeah, they're really fit, they're going in well, but I haven't done a test weigh, so I don't know what they're doing, to be honest, because we're at Melton. But when you're doing 7k, if we go faster, we've got to give them time to cook. The pods are very low to the ground, so I'm having to cut a really short stubble, to be honest. Disappointing, but not to worry, it's one of those years. But you can see actually when we get on this heavy patch here, this cap, you can see where the green, and that's where they're hanging on, but we can't spray them off just for that bit. We're going to have to mix them in. So they're going to go in the tank and hopefully get sorted out. They'll dry. First tank full of beans. It's taken nearly all around the heavens 3 times to get one, but we're going in now. Tank. I can see them, a few pods, not bad at that. Fairly clean, look nice. Pity that there isn't the quantity there. The great thing is with beans, bar they don't half make a noise rattling on the window behind you when the tank's filling up. But I'm quite pleased with that. Nice sample. Shows the height difference. That's where it's better land, and then you go down onto the thinner stuff. So that's the difference with the soil types. I've just got Dave with me carting. That's all there's need for really. He's taking it back to Melton Road, trailers tipping in the shed on the floor, so it's easy to get back to time I've got a tank full. Yeah, this is a better view of the beans. This is on the heaviest strip, so we'll go up to it and then you'll see just for yourself how high they are. Like that, up to there. But just the same. The pods are getting aborted on the top there. Lots of not many on at the top, they're all at the lower ones, but then you get to here, a lot different. There we are, gone up to my kneecap again, just a bit like at Risby end. So very poor on where it's walled land here, very dried out. Today's the day. Front tank's already on, like I said. Start of rate drilling. The heaver, low disturbance subsoil on the back. It's going to get filled up with liquid fertiliser, seed, away. That's what we're drilling. 2.7 kilos a hectare. Yeah, we're going to pump in the liquid fertiliser, putting 80 litres a hectare on of 1414. Yeah, let's pump it in. Quite handy setup this, suck it straight out, fire the pump into the tank. Yeah, the liquid fertiliser, we're coming out of these nozzles as you've seen them maybe on the video of the heaver, spraying it directly in front of the seed. Yeah, and the rape will be coming out of them tubes, just hitting the ground and spreading it a bit. So yeah, there's no buckwheat going on with this particular field where it's going at Sawcliffe. It's on some sand, so it's just the rape and the fertiliser. The fertiliser in his tank, one tank full will do about 6 hectares, just over 6 hectares with it, and then we're going to roll it, double roll it, to seal any moisture in. That's the plan, with it being so dry, and of course with it being at Sawcliffe, it's on the lighter land, so very sandy, so good seed soil contact will be ensured, but there won't be a lot of moisture at the minute. Well, we're back spraying stubbles off in front of George, drilling oilseed rape. Obviously these are coming oilseed rape, this stubble. Yeah, it's surprising what greenery there is in the bottom here. Quite a few thistles, mayweed and other broadleaf weeds. Yeah, surprising that they've grown even though it is dry. So yeah, nobble them before it gets drilled with oilseed rape. Get a clean start. These are the fields down the cars, what I sprayed off the other week, the rotational SFI. It's going off now, the clover is going off. It's the clover that takes some killing. So yeah, we have to put a special weed killer on, which consists of glyphosate and a hormone-based weed killer to stop the clover. But yeah, it's working, so yeah, not long before we can get in and cultivate it. Yeah, rape drilling's going really well. We're rolling it down straight behind him to get the moisture, and it's getting double rolled. We're going real steady just to pack it down, conserve any moisture. As you see, we're only just at the side of the rape drill, and we're doing it the same way on as he is, which is that angle, and then where it's darker we've got another guidance line, and we're going the same way on as the tram lines, because George is crossing the tram lines at the minute with the rape seeder. So yeah, we're just doing it twice like that, packing it down as hard as we can, and to conserve the moisture, get a good seed soil contact. Yeah, we're putting buckwheat on as a companion crop with the oilseed rape in this particular field. Well, George is just filling up with buckwheat. Cheers. While he's filling up with liquid fertiliser, it's pumping in at the front end. All filled up. Buckwheat's going on at 10 kilograms a hectare. Listen to that sound. As you can see here, George is going up the field with a gap in between. which is approximately 3 breeds, so it's what you call working in land. So he'll turn on the headland, and without shunting he'll come back and fill in the missing pieces. So he's continually working across the field without having to back up at each end, which makes the most efficient use of his time, and it does speed the job up. That's one of the big advantages of having GPS on the machine. The buckwheat is coming out of the spreader plates directly behind the packer roller, which spreads it rather than putting it in a line. Surprising, yeah, a bit of moisture there still, so anyway, I'll get rolled down. Keep it in. Yeah, rape drilling's going really well. We're rolling it down straight behind him to get the moisture, and it's getting double rolled. We're going real steady just to pack it down, conserve any moisture. As you see, we're only just at the side of the rape drill. Then we're doing it same way on as he is, which is that angle, and then where it's darker we've got another guidance line, and we're going same way on as the tram lines, because George is crossing the tram lines at the minute with the rape seeder. So yeah, we're just doing it twice like that, packing it down as hard as we can, and to conserve the moisture, get good seed soil contact. So now we're on the second pass over, going the same way on as the sprayer wheelings. We really are consolidating it, just nice and steady. 6k, steady away. Because these cousin rolls, they're heavy set. So yeah, they're doing a good job. Yeah, that's why we're doing it the same way on as the tram lines, because every third breed, now we're on 36, we're fitting down the tram line with the wheels. So we're not getting any compaction here, any extra, it's just the 2 wheelings in between. So yeah, it's all like a semi-controlled wheelings this. So yeah, the sprayer and the rolls, everybody operates in these tram lines every year because they don't shift. We also find it gets in a wet time, it's also a lot firmer because the tram lines sort of are solid underneath, so it carries you better. Ground's just getting a bit stonier here. You can see we're having to go a bit steadier, or George is, because it breaks shear bolts and ruffles the surface too much, so he's going steadier. like he's probably got a shear bolt bust now. Yeah, Geordie showed he's got some buckwheat there. Right, hang on, got some rape. We have found some there, yeah, that blue bit. Yeah, so it's spreading it in a band. It'll be growing away soon, hopefully. Spraying just in front of where the seed's dropping. Beautiful. After running through the land, you maybe can see where the combines run as well as the old tram lines. It really shows up the old wheelings, but at least we're alleviating any compaction on the surface with this low disturbance subsoiler. And it's all going this field. As you can see here, we've got Dave going round with the John Deere and the Bamford hedge cutter, and he's just cutting the grass at the side of the fields and doing any hedges as required, because we have a derogation to cut the insides of the hedges on oilseed rape fields before the official start date in September, when we're allowed to do everything. You may be asking why we aren't doing this with the side flail. Well, we've had a bit of a breakdown, should I say. We're having a ram resealed on it, and it hasn't come back yet from the hydraulics company, so that's why he's using the hedge trimmer. And yeah, we like all our fields neat and tidy at the sides, so you can see what you're doing and stop any seed heads, really, I suppose, spreading. Into another field for drilling oilseed rape, and as you can see here, we're having the sewage sludge applied, what was tipped here a couple of weeks earlier, what you might have seen in a previous video. Anyway, we're working closely with TAG Agri, who have been very obliging and have come to spread it on just in front of the rape drill. So this can then be incorporated using the low disturbance subsoiler. And the idea is, besides giving the rape a nice start with the sewage sludge, it also will deter cabbage stem flea beetle. At least that's the theory. But yeah, it's brilliant of TAG Agri to come and do this just in front of us. And they're just spreading this field, and they've another field to spread, which isn't coming oilseed rape, but it will have to be incorporated a different way to keep us in the right side of the law. These bunning spreaders have weigh load cells fitted to them, which ensures precise application of any products they're spreading. In this case, the sewage sludge has been applied at 20 tonnes a hectare, but as you'll probably see, the spread pattern that they produce is brilliant, a real even spread, as you'll see in a minute when yep, look at that. It's really flinging it and chopping it up fine, and spreading it to a spreading width of 18 metres, as I've said before. So yeah, you've got to apply it accurately, else there's no point in doing it. And yeah, these spreaders they're really top notch. So yeah, really pleased with the job TAG Agri's doing. closely following up the spreaders is George, drilling the oilseed rape. Well, he's not keeping up with them, but he's certainly getting on as fast as he can. So yeah, it's incorporated and mixed in a bit, and then obviously we're rolling behind. So we've got John on the 939 and the rolls today, and he's firming it in to get good seed soil contact. And yeah, hopefully there's moisture in this field as well, so yeah, it'll not be long before the rape's chitted and growing away. These spreaders, they're 18-ton models, and the JCB's bucket holds 4.5 tons at a time. So working that out, you only want 4 buckets to fill the spreader, and it doesn't take long filling them. He was telling me that the other day they'd applied 1,800 tons of material, to sewage, sludge anyway, to fields round in a local farm. So yeah, it's really efficient way of shifting some tons in a day using the loader. Well, we're at Melton on a right sunny day, and as you can see the spray in the background, it's spraying. Well, we've got marshes here. It's MOT time for the sprayer. All good so far. We'll have a look, and he's just nozzle jug testing at the minute. Yeah, we're just testing the 04 nozzles, which is forward and back. So there's 3 other nozzles on it what's been tested already, and they've all passed. Yeah, we don't test the liquid fert ones, but we test the other 2. So there's 3 actually pesticide spraying ones, and yeah, we're just spraying water through it at the minute. We've been doing all these other checks on it, looked at all the booms, make sure they're all right, the pressures are all right in the boom line, check the induction hopper, all the usual things what happen on a test. And these nozzles are tricky here because you get wet legs, and I think your legs are getting wet now, aren't they? But the nozzles, yeah, are spot on, so that'll be good for another year. This is where we put the certificate in the sprayer on there. That's last year, so it's nearly expired, so we're getting it done ahead of when it needs to be done, and we're legal then with the VI. I've just come up to the fields what we cut the other day of the spring beans to remap the fields here at Elsham, because every now and again boundaries alter, and they have in this case because angling water has actually gone through more and reshaped the fields because the pipeline's going through. So they've dug the topsoil away and split some fields into halves and bits, and yeah, so just going to be remapping the boundaries so we know exactly the areas, and it's better for drilling and cultivations. So I'll just show you what we're doing. Yeah, as you see this field here, there's a soil bank there, not very big this area, but yeah, they've cut it off on the main part of the field, which is over the top of the back. So yeah, we're going to show you how to do the mapping in it. Because this field's been split off from the other field, I'm going to have to make a new field, rename it. So we'll click on the new field and we'll put it's Helen, so we'll put Helen's East. So that's what it'll be, I'm guessing. No, maybe not. Maybe it's more south. So we'll put Helen South, and I will know that this is the small area towards the end of the big field. So click on the tick, we're sorted. Then we'll click on the boundaries, and we're going to record it by driving round the outside. So click on record in there, then it's asking me which side we're going to record. Well, it's on the right hand side, so the implement is on the right, so we'll put the right, tick it, And as you can see, maybe there's a tractor there. There's a little implement on the back which I've just put on the width of the tractor. So now all we're going to do is hit the record button and drive around. So there you are, it's flashing red. It means we go. It's got a pause button so we can back into corners. So we're off. So that now will be leaving. There you can see a red line, which is where we're driving. So now I just have to drive as accurately as I can around the field. So I'll show you what I do when I get to the corner. Right, we're approaching the corner, so we'll stop, say, here, and then we'll hit the pause button. So now we can drive around to there, and we're going to back up now. As you can see, there's a white line, so we back up, so that's, if you can, we get it square on the other one, on the there we are. I've managed to back up so it's square now. So then we just hit the play button again, and then we drive forward, change the direction. Yeah, we got that. So as you can see, it's put us a little bit of a bend in there, so that's good. We'll stop it again because we've got to the side, pause it. It's all pause in this field. Well, now we just get lined up down the side of the poles. I know roughly where I want to be. Back up again to get that straight. What it'll do, it matches them up. So we'll get that straight there. And forward there. Press that, and if you look, it'll go red again. That's it, it's joined them up. So we'll start driving now, not too near the poles, so a bit of a gap. There we are, that's how it's done. We'll go to the next corner. We're on the final bit of home straight now. I can't quite drive past where the other one was to the point, but we'll go into the corner as far as we can. Just round these blocks because they're a pain, but we have to use them to block the field off normally. So we'll go up there, up the bank a bit if I can to there. Right, so we'll just stop and we're finished now. It should be joined up, so to join it all up we press that. There we go, Helen South, 0.66 per hectare, and there's the map we've just drawn, which is all good, so we'll accept that. There we go, that's all there is to it. And then these boundaries will be shared with the other 724 and the Fendt 939 and the crawler, so we shall all have the same boundaries and AB lines and everything. Everybody's happy then. Right, we've just got the header trailer hitched up from Melton and we're off back to Lower Isby with it now. We'll have to do one field of spring beans there. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Video Diary on the Farm. It's a fairly long one this week, but I hope you like the content. With the rake drilling and that, I know I spent a bit of time on it, but I thought you might be interested in it. Yeah, we still haven't got the other spring beans cut yet, but hopefully next time you watch the video, they'll be cut, and we're probably, hopefully, done and dusted with everything then. So anyway, thank you very much again for watching, and if you have enjoyed it, please hit that like, share and subscribe button, and hopefully we'll catch you again next week.